Okay, it's on again. Let me know when you hear it. And then I'm going to go around to the front and we'll try it again. Hi, friends. Take two. We're trying this again. Our sound went out. I'm hoping that it's a Facebook problem and that it's solved now. I restarted. This is a second live. So go ahead and comment if you are on the second live and able to hear me. Brenda's saying the sound is good from here. So just keep us posted. If you're not able to hear, we want to know because, of course, we want you to be able to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and just make the announcements that I was thinking would be relevant for today. Today is Thursday, May 23rd. It is hot like crazy outside this week. Little too much for my taste for mid-May, but better than snow, I guess. So we're having a beautiful sunny day here in Western New York, and we come on to Facebook Live every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. And what we do is we show some new things. Sometimes we have some demos. Most of the time Irene is here, although she's not today. But Brenda and I are here, and Brenda is making sure that we are running well, and she's available for any questions that you have in the chat. So go ahead and ask away. If you are here and not local, we'd love to have you put a little, put your name in the chat and just say where you're watching from, because it's so exciting to know that people are watching from a distance. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is Genesee Valley Quilt Fest was last weekend. And if you went, we'd love to hear what you thought. And I'll tell you what I thought. It was such a remarkable show. The best of show ribbon holders. I just can't imagine what kind of talent and time commitment those quilts took. They were just so beautiful. And it was a remarkable show. And I'm sure that I didn't even see all of the quilts. I heard that there were 600 quilts. There were 60 vendors, and I was in between two non-local vendors. We had Quilters Corner from Ithaca on one side, and then I think it was Pick Your Stitch on the other side from East Syracuse. And they were just lovely ladies, great to have as neighbors. And we had a lot of fun. Linda and I were there most of the time, and I was there by myself on Sunday. And it was just really great. So I hope if you weren't able to make it, you were able to enjoy some of the pictures that I shared on Instagram. And I hope that you can make it next time, which is going to be in 2 years. They do it every 2 years. So that was super fun. And then our next event is going to be the Great New York Shop Hop, which is in the Rochester, Buffalo area, Western New York. And we have 21 shops. I'm going to show our flyer, and this is available for pickup in the store if you're interested. And this has a little map. Brenda's going to tell me if I'm not in the right spot for you to see it well. There's a map that shows where the shops are, and then a list of the north and south loop. One thing I do want to let you know, if you are seeing this and keeping it, is we have done extra hours for the shop hop. And so when you see the passport and this sheet, just keep in mind that after shop hop, we won't be open on Sundays anymore, and we won't be open late on Saturdays. So those are just temporary for the shop hop so that we can be an easier destination for those who are coming back from Buffalo if they live in Rochester, or vice versa. So that's the only thing I just wanted to point out. And that's going to be fun. We're looking forward to it. Every shop has a prize basket, and there are prize baskets for one loop, for both loops, and for driving. There's some gas cards that are available. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and you could win some really cool prizes. I know that I think it's the grand prize is like 42 yards of fabric. I think it says on here. Let me make sure I'm not. Yep, 42 yards of fabric. So that's going to be a good one. Yeah, so we'd love to see you out. That is from May 31st, May 30th. I keep getting these dates wrong. May 30th. It's right on here, to June 12th. So it's a good 2 weekends for you to come out. Just so you know, the first weekend, which is June 7th, whatever weekend that is, June 7th and 8th, we are going to be having a nice little food court out front. So if you want to come and be with the crowds, then come on out that weekend. And if not, choose a different time. All right, so the other thing that I wanted to talk about is we've talked about our class schedule, and every week we're going to be featuring one of our classes, and this week is no different. And the class that we're going to be talking about is called Star Baby, and this quilt is 32 by 32 with an optional border that makes it 40 by 40. This is a very simple Judy Niemeyer. It's not very simple, but for Judy Niemeyer, it is very simple. So if you've ever wanted to make one of those intricate quilts that has all the points that are paper pieced with a Judy Niemeyer patterns, then this is a good way to get started and learn some of the techniques. This is the pattern for the class. And the pattern is $23.99. And it has all of the papers that you're going to need inside it so that you can use those to build your quilt. And then this is the quilt sample. The class is being taught by Barb Miller. So she did put on the border. So this one is 40 by 40. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. And she's got some little stickers to help you discern which are which fabrics in the cutting directions and the purchasing directions. So that would make a great baby quilt. Brenda's coming up to show something. So this is going to be July 2nd and August 24th, 2 sessions, and you've got plenty of time between to do your homework, and the cost of it is $64. So you can either sign up online by going to our website, which is www.townandcountryquiltshop.com, and looking on the classes tab and finding this, or you could search for it, or you can come into the shop. Barb Miller is going to be teaching that, and she's loads of fun and a very excellent teacher, so she can hold your hand through the whole thing. So that is coming up in July, and that's the only class that we're going to talk about today. I also wanted to share, we had a different book like this a couple of weeks ago, and it was really something that people liked. So we bought a different one. We still have that other one, but the first one was, I think it had quilts made with jelly rolls, and then you could also do charm packs with them, or 5-inch squares if they're not Moda. This one is called Time Saving Charm Quilts, and it's just for charm packs. So if you have a bunch of charm packs lying around, or you like some of ours, this has got some really nice projects in it. I'll show you the back cover that has all of them, it looks like. It has 8, so yep. So these are the quilts. I'm going to show them on the back. And the front of it says, cut your prep time in half with these 5-inch square projects. And this is by Annie's Quilting. So you know the patterns are going to be well written. And this book is in the shop and on the website, and it's $9.99. So that's cheaper than a magazine. I was a little surprised when I saw the price because it's got all the patterns, none of the ads, and it's a good buy. So that is called Time Saving Charm Quilts by Annie. The other thing that's kind of new, but not totally brand new to us, but I have a new variation, is these wool pressing bars with a clapper. So many of you use the wool mat, and it's a game changer. I love my wool mat. I love how it holds on to my stuff when I'm pressing it. And some of you also have pressing bars that you can use to open up your seams that are just made with muslin. This is a new product to me anyways. I don't know when it was created, but this one is 12 inches, and then this one is 6 inches. So there's 2 of them, and they are like dual purpose. So the top of it you can use to press your seams open. You just lay your block out with the seam side up, and you can use it to press your seam open. And then the rest of it you can use as a clapper. So I don't know how many of you know what a clapper is, but a clapper is a heavy block of wood that you press on your wool mat, and then you set it on top, and it sets the seam and it lets it cool while it's being pressed down. So this is a great tool. We have them both in 12-inch and 6-inch, and these were hard to come by. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew we do have them now. So these are available at the shop and on the website. Also, if you ever wanted to look at what we have featured live on the website, there is a Facebook Live menu item. So you can just click on there, and then you can see everything that we've talked about during the live on Thursdays. And we leave that up until the following Thursday. All right, so we got the woolly pressing bars. And then, I don't know if you noticed my little headband. We are getting ready for a season of patriotism. And the first holiday that I want to talk about is Memorial Day. And I just want to say get on a little bit of a soapbox here. My husband is a veteran, and he was in the U.S. Air Force for 29 and a half years, and he retired. And one of the things that he wants to make sure people are aware of is that Memorial Day is about much more than picnics. It's about remembering those who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. It isn't even about the veterans that are around today that you might run into. It's really about those who lost their lives and the families who have had to grieve without them. So I just wanted to let you know, as you're going about your time, if you run into a veteran, make sure that you're mindful of that. Veterans Day is in November, and it's a big deal too. But this day that we sometimes kind of gloss over is really about grief and about people who are willing to literally give their lives away for our freedom. So I just wanted to do a little soapbox talking, and he'll probably be annoyed with that, but it's okay. I think it's important to remember the reason for the season. So we have some patterns that we got. I don't know if you remember, but we posted an option and allowed everyone who was on the Facebook Live that day to vote. And this was the pattern that was voted as the most popular. This is called My Hero. The pattern is by Bound to Be Quilting. And the pattern itself is $12.99, and it features a panel, which we also have, which is a picture of a veteran coming home. And I'm assuming his child. So this is the panel. I'm going to hold it up and wait for Brenda to give me the thumbs up to make sure that you can see at least most of it. All right. So this is a silhouette of a soldier coming home with a flag in the back. This is from Northcott Stonehenge, Stars and Stripes Stonehenge 12. And we have plenty of these panels, and we have plenty of the patterns. And then we have another thing I wanted to show you is this is a 108-inch wide backing fabric, and it's got stars on a navy background. So this would make a great backing for your quilt. The price on this is $13.95, and it is 108 wide. So it will accommodate nearly any quilt without having to piece it. And that is right under the counter, usually in the front. So if you're looking for something to put on the back of if you do Quilts of Valor or anything like that, then that's a good fit for patriotic quilts. So this is the panel. I showed you the pattern and the backing. So that would be all you would need, except for a few little coordinating fabrics, which we also have in the shop and online. So this is for those of you who like this idea rather than the other one. We bought it for you. All right, another thing that we have that is sort of patriotic is, I know that we've talked about half packs with you before, and a half pack looks like this. And it has 5 coordinating half yard cuts. I'm going to show you the flag one so you can see it a little bit better. It's got flags and eagles. This is our patriotic half pack, and the half packs, we have many different styles. They're $38.99. And if you like one of these and you want to make one of the quilts, which you can see pictures of on the posting for this on the website, then you get the pattern for free. So that is the newest of them. And then we also have a new pattern that we just finished up. Brenda made it for us, and we got it quilted and bound. And I'm going to hold it up. We'll see how well I do as far as whether you can see it or not. This one is called Miles of Tiles, and it goes together pretty quickly like all the half pack patterns do. I'm trying to get it so it's right here. And this has long, wide strips. So this would make a great quick gift if you're doing a baby shower or even a wedding shower. Or if you do the Quilts of Valor, this is a nice smaller size as a lap project. And Brenda's going to tell me if that is showing up okay on the video so that we can make sure you see it well.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
All right, she's saying I'm good. So if you want to get a closer look, the half packs have not been returned to the ceiling yet. So you can come on into the shop this week until we get the ladder here and the husband to put them up there, because I just don't have it in me to climb that high. But this is called Miles of Tiles, and we also have 8 more quilts and 1 tippy tote pattern. So go ahead and check out the website if you're interested, and they have been a huge hit. People just love making them. The directions are clear and they're fast and easy to put together. So that is something to keep in mind if you're looking for a quick project or you have someone who would like to learn. All right, so we are at the end of our broadcast where we show what we call 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Where is Irene when I need her? Before the end, we usually talk about the item of the month. I don't have them with me, my apologies, but I will tell you about it. And it is our Back to Basics ruler bundle. So some of you have been quilting for a while and you bought your 6x12 ruler back in the 90s like I did. And maybe it's seen better days and maybe you should upgrade that because it might not be accurate anymore. Or you always find yourself thinking, gosh, I wish I had just a little square so I could fussy cut this, or a little square so that I could cut this part of my log cabin exactly the size it needs to be. So we have an opportunity for you to have both of those things and an additional, and I'm trying to find the details in my notes here. I don't have the details, but I do have the prices. So our Back to Basics bundle has one 6.5 by 12.5, or 6.5 by 12.5 ruler. They are all creative grids, which have the bonus features of the extra ½ inch, so that if you're needing a ½ inch to measure, that will work with that. It also has the grippies on the back, and the numbers are designed to be helpful, and it also has angles. And if you want to see them, just look at last week's Facebook Live where Irene showed them off in a great way, but I forgot. So we have the 6.5, we have a 4.5 inch square, and I might be wrong about this, but I think the other one is a 6.5 inch square. But it's a great little bundle of things to supplement your toolbox, and the total, if you were to buy them separately, is $59.48. And the total that we were offering as a pre-sale only is $47.59. So if you're interested in that, you can hop on over to the website and order that ahead of time. Choose pick up in store or to have it shipped. Either way works for us. And May is going to come to a close soon. I think we do have one more Thursday though, so we'll have Irene talk it up next week too. But the thing that I was starting to say is at the end of every Facebook Live, we do what's called 3, 2, 1. And that is where we offer one fabric that is $3 a yard. We offer another item that is going to be close to half price, and we only have a couple left. And then we usually, the one is something that we only have one left of, and that is also close to half price. So these are available only until they're gone. So these are things we're not reordering and aren't going to be able to get back. So if you want it, you're going to want to hop on over to the website and order it. So the number 3 is a fabric that is so vibrant and beautiful and perfect for this time of year where the flowers are popping and the leaves are out. And this is called Green Blue Charisma, normally $11.99 a yard. We have many yards. I think there's probably 12 and a half yards on here. This would be a great backing fabric. Beautiful for like just a single fabric table runner for your picnic table. Brenda's saying stack and whack. And the price on this is going to be $3 a yard until it's gone. And I know last week's was gone within a couple minutes. So there's that. This is our $3 a yard fabric. That will be in the shop, and it's also on the website if you'd like to order it. The number 2, and we do have more than 2 of these this time, but it's super cute. This is called the Quilter Gnome pattern, and it features a gnome. It's an applique pattern. It features a gnome that's holding up a quilt block. And it is about 5 3/4 by 10 3/4 in size. It has just the directions for applique. It doesn't include the fabric. It's not a kit that has fabric in it, but it shows what kind of fabrics you need for it. And it includes the pattern, and that's all. And this is normally $6, and we have it available for $3.99, and it's called Quilter Gnome pattern, applique pattern. And on the back, it has some others that you could purchase that are different occupations. It's got a policeman and a whole bunch of other things that would go with it if you wanted to make a cute gnome quilt with these different gnomes. And this gnome has pins sticking out of her hat. So I thought that was kind of cute. So that's going to be our number 2, and that's on sale for $3.99. And then our number 3 is this kit. It has the cut loose pattern for the vinyl mesh market bag, which there's a picture here. I'm going to do my best to get it up so you can see it without too much glare. Brenda's going to come and help. And this is a kit. It includes the pattern and the mesh for the bag, and also the fabric for the bag. Thank you, Brenda. And there's what's inside. And it also has the handles. These use handles that are like, I don't know what they are. They're like canvas or something, but it has the handles in it too. So there's only one of these left, and it's sort of in a fall theme with these beautiful fabrics with the trees and then the orange. So that's going to be $11.99, normally $23.99. And there's only one of those. So if you want it, let us know. All right, and that is our 3, 2, 1, and we are all set. And I just wanted to say thank you for joining us. And if you stopped into the booth and checked us out over Quilt Fest, we were so happy to meet all of you, and we hope that you'll consider coming out to the shop or shopping online. And we are looking forward to seeing you next week when I think Irene will be back. So we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.